Alright, so this is what I'm doing, and I just wanted to show you we're doing the, you can zoom in here a little bit and see when I buy the plants, I usually look for ones that have like 3 or 4 different plants in the same little container, because it's like, why pay for one plant when you can get 3 or 4 of them out of there? So then I took the charcoal and I rinsed it, and it just comes in a bag at your garden center, and that's what I have onto the bottom layer. And it's kind of dark, so it looks like soil, but what it really does is it keeps the moisture under control, because you're going to have a lot of moisture, especially when we put the lids on these. So I break it apart and I just kind of trim the bottom of the roots a little bit, so that you don't want your plant to get a little bit big. And so I just kind of like tuck it in there a little bit. I'm not squishing the roots at all, because I want to just still kind of like tuck it in there. So then we take a little bit of moss, and I already have sphagnum moss in here, which, as you can see, this one right here, that's all wet. So that one is more, really retains the moisture. And then I like adding like a reindeer moss is like this beautiful chartreuse green. This is the color we're gonna paint our front door this week. And then I have just the regular, and you can buy this all over the place. And this will stay green for quite a while, but you know what? It's so inexpensive if it starts to turn brown or not look good. But what it's really doing is it's holding it in. So one is, you know, there's just a couple different kinds of moss in there, and I just think that looks so cool. So that's what I'm doing with these. And then they all have little lids on here, and that's just kind of interesting the way that works. See? And no, it's okay if they touch the top. If they start bending over in that, I'm gonna snip it, stick it back in the soil, and then I will have, you know, some kind of a new little plant coming out. So I'm just tucking in moss here, covering up the dirt. Another thing that it does is that when the moisture starts going down, look at inside there. I have a little rock in the middle. It looks so cool. That's another thing, is, you know, you can sit there and find something just, pretty rock, yeah, to stick in there and make it look all kind of like a woodland forest in there. This is one plant that I find does really well in the one, and you can break it off really easy. And you can zoom in on that. This one is a pixie lime, so it's got just a little bit of that bright green color in there also. So I'm going to put in a little bit more of this reindeer moss. And this one doesn't have a lid, but that's okay, because I'll use different things. I'm a stacker for interest or whatever, so I might put a plate on top of this with a little figurine on top, so that just, it doesn't always have to be, when you're looking for containers, it doesn't always have to be one with a lid. You can make up your own lid. So let me put another one of these over here. And then I've got one more little super cute thing to show you. And that is that we went to Cracker Barrel the other day. And you know how they always throw away their little syrup bottles. And so I took the thing off that and planted a little one. And you know what? That'll be a necklace. You know me. So I'll put the lid on top of that, and we'll see how long it keeps growing. If it doesn't, then it's okay, but it's still interesting little piece. And then I also have right here, this is a really good time. Tim Holtz has these little tiny white deer. These ones here, I don't remember where I had gotten them from, but it's just so cute to put a little figurine you know, inside there. You can just kind of plop them standing. Let me see. You can play with it a little bit. That's what the fun part is. But you can do, you know, like a little mushrooms in there. You can make little ones. You could put a little house in there. What else? It's just kind of fun to sit there and peek through the sides and that. I just think that's super fun.
There's a little deer in there.
Yeah. So it's you know, it's kind of fun. Even these little figurines, you know, you can find these at the thrift store for, you know, just $1 or something nowadays. But oh my gosh, they're so cute in a terrarium. They're just adorable. Look at it. They're just like strolling through the garden. So, all right, well, that's it. That's my terrarium lesson. And look at how cute they are, just grouped. Super easy to take a little thrift store find and make it into a little secret garden.